The Rooms tab provides a floor plan navigation of your project. If your project is multi-level or there is more than one area, then each floor or area in the project is shown as a thumbnail. Selecting a thumbnail moves that floor or area into focus. When a floor is in the focus area, you can then navigate to any room on that floor plan. When you select a room, that room becomes the focus. The navigation on the left-hand side and the devices that appear on the right-hand side all relate specifically to the selected room. The room name is displayed along the top of the right-hand side. Your integrator may have grouped devices into scenarios that relate to the room. For example, a lighting scenario will assist you to locate all of the lights in a given room. Lighting devices can be a switch or a dimmer. A switch simply can turn on or off. A dimmer can be set to any brightness level by pressing on the dim level. An environmental scenario might group blinds, floor heat, towel rails, fans or air conditioners. Blind devices can be a 2-button device. This example shows a blind up, blind down, or a 3-button device, close, stop, open. A scenario button can also be used for control. Watch TV, for example, may run a whole series of events that turn on the TV, switch the source on the amplifier, and display the devices that relate to the TV, such as lighting, channel changes, and a cable coder device. All of this complicated control can be achieved with one button press, and the touchscreen or remote will then show only the related devices, thereby simplifying the navigation. If you have a Show All button, then selecting this will display every device in the room. Sometimes this button is hidden by your integrator. Button devices are a one-press device and will run the commands that your integrator has programmed in behind that button. Welcome home, all off, theatre on, theatre off. Buttons have no status. Many of the devices in your user interface will expand when selected. This makes them easier to see and to control. The buttons also have a larger touch area when the device is selected. This functionality applies to any audio-visual device, such as tuners, CD players, air conditioning devices, timers, and generally any device that is the full column width on the right-hand side of the project panel, expand when selected. Scenarios can be multi-tiered in their navigation. For example, this Listen To scenario presents a page with a whole host of listening options, thus a 2-level navigation. A back button is presented so that you can navigate back to the page you were on previously. Some scenarios will be tied to AV control and will change the appearance of the bottom bar to allow easy selection of volume control, channel up, channel down, mute, and an all-off button. This functionality is configured by your integrator, and in the example shown it relates to an audio control for the dining room because the last scenario that was run was the Listen To scenario in the dining room. The other buttons on the bottom bar are a clean screen button. This button disables the touchscreen for 30 seconds, giving you time to wipe the touchscreen with a soft cloth and some screen cleaner without the danger of activating any buttons. The Login button allows an integrator to access the programming interface of your touchscreen. The Show Intro button is only used when an interface has lost network connection with its server. Generally speaking, you should not ever need this button, but if you should press it, then you will be presented with the intro screen. Simply press the IP address of your server to reconnect. The Floor Plan button presents the current device list without the floor plans. Press the Floor Plan button and the floor plans are hidden. Press the Floor Plan button again and the floor plans are redisplayed. The arrowed keys on the bottom bar simply indicate that there are more options available. In the right-hand side of the bottom bar are a messages indicator. This is only available if you have an IP communications module in your project, such as video intercom or VoIP telephony. This envelope indicates that there are messages waiting, and pressing the envelope will play the messages. The clock indicates the current time of your server. The clock must be accurate if you have timers or TV recordings in your project. The telephone with the small green light indicates a healthy status for your IP communications module. A green light indicates correct connectivity. A red light indicates an error. The house in the bottom right indicates the network status of your control server. A green light indicates correct connectivity. A red or orange light indicates an error.